Good evening. This is the winning team training call for Tuesday evening, March the 25th, 2014. Good evening. This is Mike in Georgia, and you've reached the winning team training call for Tuesday evening, March the 25th, 2014. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Did you recognize my ring, Mike?
Actually, I did,
On?
and that must be David.
Oh, there's another one.
Good evening. This is Mike in Georgia. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Mike. Reverend David, Ohio.
Yep, that was Dave.
You were right. Hello,
Hi,
Dave.
Don. How you doing?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
How's Mom doing?
Real good. Starting to get ornery.
I can imagine so. Get her out. Get her outside when the weather gets good. She'll be better.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that. We had snow showers a couple times today.
We had snow once today, and it came down for about an hour, and it gave us about an inch. It was big, heavy flakes, and coated my car, and I'm thinking, get that out of here.
You know,
I'm tired of this stuff.
I got to say, I wish y'all would keep that stuff up there, away from here. It's not snowing here, but it is going down in the 20s tonight. It's already down almost in
hmm
the 30s. It's
hmm
cold. This is springtime.
Well,
Not supposed to be cold.
well, we're
I
supposed
don't
to
think
be up into
anybody
the
told Mother
40s and the
Nature.
50s this weekend.
Good evening. This is Mike in Georgia. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
David Mincy, Melbourne, Florida.
And good evening, Dave. And Dave,
Hi,
Hey.
David.
don't tell me you got cold weather, 'cause you're our only hope here.
Well, it's only going to get in 49 tonight.
Well, that's better than 27. And that's
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what they got up there where Don is and Dave is, but they talking about snow. So I'm trying to
It's
tell.
27 here right now.
47,
27.
27. All right.
I'm gonna have to go look at my thermometer.
Well, you can keep it up there, Don.
Yeah, it don't matter, Don. You can't have anything good to read off that thermometer. So Dave down in Florida. David down in Florida. How's your daughter doing?
Not good.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yesterday they had to do a kidney dialysis, and they had problems getting in because she's disabled and all twisted up, and all of her organs are in the wrong place. And they took about 30, they took about 30 pounds of fluid off of her.
Mm.
She's all swole up.
I hate to hear that. Gotta be careful about
I've
that.
been praying for her, David.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Gotta be careful about
Uh,
that taking fluid off.
There's
Got a
there's hundreds of people praying for her.
No, David, there's probably thousands of people.
Yeah.
Probably. You just don't be surprised how this network spreads.
She's there's a couple churches that I know of that's got several hundred in them here in our area
Mhm.
that's paying for them. You know.
And more everywhere else. So, David, did you get logged into Skyforp? I figured it out. It was Skyforp
No,
you was trying to log into.
no, I never did. I tried all weekend long, and I never could. I don't know what the problem is. I can sign into everything else. I can get the Skyport page up, and then when I put in my name and my uh, password, it won't go through. It says web page is not available, and I clicked on sign in help, and they sent me an email, and I said, well, that's exactly what I'm putting in there. I don't know why it won't go in. You know, I couldn't get signed in. And the reason I wanted to get signed in is because I wanted to go over there and get some of my URLs
Yeah.
back again because I blew my page up.
Oh,
So what I did was I put a video on my social page,
yeah.
and I got it perfectly centered. I mean perfectly. So it played and all that stuff, and I couldn't figure out why all the words went away. You know, all the typing that I did.
Yeah.
So I went back and I deleted it. I deleted the video, and what that stupid thing, it put all the HTML code on my social page. I had to delete all that, and then I had to retype my social page. So, so that's how you learn.
That's
Messing it
exactly
up,
how
right?
you learn, and I can empathize with you, sympathize with you. I spent better part of a day writing a web page yesterday, and yesterday evening I wanted to add one more little picture to it, and I added a little picture to it, and when I did, half the web page went away, and I couldn't recover it. No way. So I'm having to rewrite the whole thing all over again. So,
Yeah, I did the same thing with my other domain. You know, my other website
hmm
on the outside. I blew that thing up too.
hmm
I've been fixing it little by little. You know.
yeah. I guess we learn from our mistakes there, and I'm not real sure what mistake I made and why half of it went away, but
Well,
it sure
that's
did.
what I don't understand. I don't understand. I was in the HTML code, and I put center just like you told me on both sides of
Uh
it.
huh.
I got that video put in there perfectly. I mean, it was centered perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All righty. Good
Got
evening.
somebody
This
ringing.
is Mike in Georgia, and this is the winning team training call for Tuesday evening. Please tell us who you are, where you're calling from.
Hi, Mike. It's Marnie from
Well,
Canada.
good evening, Marnie.
Good
Hi,
evening,
Mike.
Marnie.
And how are
Hi,
you
Don.
doing this evening?
Oh, not too bad, thanks.
Right. I hope you're not
How's
having a lot
everybody
of
else?
snow like some of those others up there.
Oh, no, we got snow a little bit today.
Oh, me, I wish y'all'd keep it. I heard the bell ring
Well,
again. Let me see who else coming in. We'll get back to it. This is Mike in Georgia.
okay.
Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
My name is Corinne. I'm calling from the Chicago area.
Well, good evening. Good evening. How's your weather there in Chicago?
Cold.
Cold. Well, it's cold here down here in Georgia, and some of the other places they were talking about snow there. So we,
Yeah, we got snow today too.
oh me, I just wish y'all
It
y'all
didn't
keep it.
stick. It didn't stick. It was just flying around and stuff. But when I got up this morning, my car had about maybe a half inch of snow.
Oh
It was just
my.
dusty on the ground and stuff. But it snowed flurries all during the day. You know, just it didn't stick. Nothing stuck. But it was just scary.
It's springtime. I hope y'all know we're not supposed to have this kind of weather in springtime. Oh me. I think I heard the bell ring again. Let me see who else might come in there. This is Mike in Georgia. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
It's Sandy in North Carolina.
I thought that was who you are. I'm glad to have you in here, Sandy.
Good to be here. How you all doing?
We're all,
Hi, Sandy. Hi, Corinne.
we're all doing good,
Hello.
but we're cold. Right? Coran, is that the way you pronounce your name there?
Corinne, yeah, that's good.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I've seen it spelled a number of times, but I wasn't real sure how you pronounced it there. So anyway, we want to welcome you to our team. Welcome you to the call here, and let everybody else know that you're
Welcome,
in
Corinne.
here. Coran is one of our newest winning team members, and we just she's up there in Chicago, the Windy City. It's been windy down here today.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Dave down in Florida in here. David down in Florida down here. We've now got Sandy over in North Carolina. We've got Rev Dave over in Ohio, and we've got Marty up in Canada. Oh me, Marty,
We're all over the darn
Brantford. There
continent.
it is. Yeah, and we've got Don. I believe you know Don. He's over there in Indiana.
Mike, you mispronounced my state. It's called Snowhio.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to ignore the word snow. Okay. Oh man, Sandy, you don't have any snow, do you?
No, but Doug says it's going to get fearful cold tonight. I hope we don't get any.
Well, it's supposed to be down in the 20s here tonight. My mother-in-law lives up there just north of you there in Blowing Rock, and she said she
Uh-huh.
said it's snowing up there tonight. So
Oh,
it's been
no.
snowing all day there. So that's about 100 miles north of you, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it's a little
That's where
bit
she
north
is.
of us. Yeah. Oh, darling. I don't like hearing that.
Uh, David, down in Florida, I want to suggest that you shoot off. If you still can't get into your Stifort back office, I want to suggest that you shoot off an email to support@stifort.com. Support@stifort.com, and tell them what your situation is and what you've done, and tell them you need help, because we can't have you locked out of your back office there. You just can't have that. So that's probably the best route I know to fix what your problem is. If you're sure you're putting in the right username and password, and I'm pretty sure you are. So
Yeah, it's exact from what they sent me an email. I mean, I
yeah.
just checked to see if that had changed any, and it hadn't. So
Well,
it could be because I got two different browsers, and the browsers could be in there butting heads.
well, you know,
And
I don't recommend running but one browser, but I don't think even two probably shouldn't hurt unless got them both logged into trying to log both of them into the Stifort, and you might have a problem there. I don't know. I run multiple computers here, and they're all logged into Stifort, so I don't know. I don't have that problem. Anyway, Grain, let me explain a little bit about
what
what we're about here tonight, and then we'll get back and find out if anybody has anything. We're pretty informal on this call, but we're here to help. We're here to help everybody, help new people. Uh, we want everybody to succeed, and one of the ways we do that is through these calls, which we do as a question and answer format. So if you got questions, if you got answers, don't hesitate to jump right in here and speak up. You're quite welcome to, and that's what we're here about, is to try to help me. If you have any questions, any problems, anything that comes up like that, or any situation, anything we can help explain to you, we're here to help any way we can. Uh, Now, David, did you start to say something before I interrupted you?
yeah, what I did was I was testing out Firefox. and I downloaded a program called Tor that you run. It's a browser that you run with Firefox so that you can go out in places undetected. I was just testing it out. So maybe that's the problem.
That might be your problem there. You getting too many of them programs like that.
Hey, there's my banner.
There's
On my
all right.
Yeah, my banner.
All right.
See that lady standing there with her hands out? If you're on IBO right now.
On IBO. Let's see here. IBO. Where is IBO? I got it up here running too. I don't see a banner or anything like that on IBO where I'm looking. Is it on your social site?
No, it's on my dashboard.
Oh, it is, huh? Well, it's not,
Yeah,
I got
it's right
something
there.
different
It
on
says
my dashboard, so.
It says, it's got my name there, and she's standing there saying, "Are you frustrated? Let's get to know each other. I can help you."
Tell her yes, you're frustrated. Oh.
Go ahead, laugh at me, Sandy.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah. That banner's brought more clicks and more views than anything I've ever done. I was just running a test on it, to see what it did.
Well, that's great. Don, you were first in. Let me give you first crack. Have you got anything you want to bring up tonight to the team?
No, not really. Just listening, hoping to answer any questions that might come my way.
Well, throw some knowledge out, Don.
Where would I start? The well is deep.
The well is
Okay.
deep. All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions, Corin? Is she still here?
I haven't heard it drop off, so.
Do you have any questions, Corinne?
Oh, you know what? I thought I heard my name, but I wasn't sure. Right now, not really. I'm just trying to get the money together. I want to come in on that $149 deal. And I had to go out and get me a little part-time hustle. And this hustle is kicking my butt. So I'm looking for to have the money not this week, but next week. So I want to come in at that level. I don't want to do a monthly thing. I just want to pay it, pay that and have it taken care of.
Well,
so that's what I'm working at right now. So, but once I get that money and pay that, then I'll learn how the system works to put to get the autoresponders and get all that stuff started. So right now I don't have any questions. I'm learning right now. I'm just listening and taking notes.
Well, listening's a good thing, but if you got anything you want to ask or anything at all, just jump right in. Like I said, you're always welcome to.
Okay, the only thing, like I had a good conversation with Don, and I just want to learn how to, how to recruit and, get people to, join Stiford and so forth. And, people will say things. I had a person, told me that, she said, you always get into stuff. You always hustling, doing stuff. I was telling her what I was doing, and she was like, well, I want to know. Let me know. So I texted her and told her about this, what I was, it was coming up, and I ain't heard from her. So, I just said to myself, she's all talk. So you just move on to the next person. So
You,
So.
I got a favorite saying, and most everybody here on the call's heard me say it before, but it's SW, and that's there's another word that goes after that, but the SWs all stand for some will, some won't, so what? Next.
Ah,
Well,
You
so
know,
what?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you get real upset over one person that you think is gonna be absolutely the best thing that since sliced bread
no,
and everything, and
no,
they'll let you
yeah,
down every time. And I'm not saying
I,
your friend
I,
is that way. I'm not at all. I'm just saying, you know, some will, some won't. So what? Next, you know how many billion people there are in the world? I haven't run out of anybody. I've been doing this for 40 years, and I haven't run out of people to talk to yet. And I like to
okay,
talk.
well, yeah, I'm learning because what my little hustle is, I have to go, I'm going out and get signatures for a petition to put on the November ballot.
Uh huh.
Uh, and I'm learning that when you're trying to approach people, they see you coming, they'll act like they don't see you, they'll try to ignore you, and some will be nice and ask, "What are you doing?" Some will just say, "Well, no, I'm not interested," and some will be rude.
That's
I
true.
always say at the end, "Well, have a nice day." You know, whatever. I just be nice and just tell them, "I hope you have a nice day." Whatever they're doing, if they're at the boat, I tell them, "I hope you win," whatever. But I don't. I'm learning to accept the no's, accept the yeses, uh, and so forth. And I learn to compliment. If I see a lady with something, I compliment her hair, some her clothes, or earrings, something, uh, things like that. So, it's I'm learning a lot doing this. I really am learning a lot. So I'm learning about people, and some people will do it just because they know me. They'll say, "What do you got?" They'll
Mm-hmm.
just start signing. I don't have to explain anything just because they know me. They'll just do it. But like I said, it's a learning experience. It's like today it was cold, and I'm outside,
Mm-hmm.
so I had to think of ways in which I could get people's signature without being outside in the cold. So I'm sitting here in my car and I'm saying, "Lord, okay, where do I need to go?" So okay, and all of a sudden I thought about, okay, the motor vehicle's right around the corner. So I went in there and I sat there among the people, and I just got up and I got about 10 signatures in there, just go and sit next to somebody and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yep.
And I got signatures that way, and I was out of the cold and I'm inside, but I just took my time and just, then I see somebody else and I maneuver my way over there, and I did pretty good, with that. And
Sounds
then
like it.
I went up to Walmart and I stood in the front, and I did pretty good there. I saw a lot of people I know, and but then when I went inside, I went to get something, to buy something inside, and the lady saw me get a couple signatures, and she had made me leave.
Yeah, they
So, but
will.
I was doing good outside, and I went to the casino and stood outside, and I was doing good, getting signatures. This one guy thought I was begging for money, so he sent the security guard outside for me, and I was sitting right there by the elevators, waiting for the people to get off the elevators to get back on the elevators. And so he thought I was begging for money, so they sent the security guard out, and he asked me, was I begging for money? And I just told him, I said, "Do I look like I need to be begging somebody for some money?" And he just, I said, "Do I look dirty? Do I smell? Whatever." But I talked to him, and he left me alone. So, but like I
Well,
said,
that's a
I'm
good
learning.
opportunity to get another signature there.
Right. Well, no, I didn't want him to know what I was doing, because I think I had it behind my back. I didn't know if it was okay, but like I said, I went, and so then I went to the place and dropped off the signatures, and on my way back home, I saw the bowling alley. I said, "Okay, let me go in the bowling alley." This is the place I'm thinking, okay, where can I go to get signatures to get out the cold?
Yep.
I went in the bowling alley. I asked the guy up front of the desk, "Can I get signatures?" And he said, "Yeah, as long as you don't stay on the carpet." I said, "No problem." I got about 7 signatures in there, so,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And, I'm going to work the bowling alleys, and because you can't go in the mall You can't go in the Walmarts. You can't go into a lot of places, you know. So, but you know, like I said, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from the whole experience. I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning that my body is out of shape.
I can understand that.
You know, but it's an experience. But like I said, it's an experience, and I'm learning people. I'm learning that how people are. You know, but the nose don't bother me. Nothing like that. I mean, so far everybody's been. No, I haven't gotten cussed out or anything like that. But they just nicely said they're not interested, and I said thank you. You have a good day. You know, and go on about my business. I don't let it upset me. So whatever.
You're
So
learning some very, very valuable lessons there that will make you rich. I just that's about the best way I can put it. It'll make you rich because if you learn that people don't bite, or at least very few of them do, and if you learn to be able to just expose your opportunity, expose your business to people, then you'll find, yeah, probably biggest percentage of them say no, I'm not interested. That's where we get into some will, some won't bit. But what you'll learn is that if you get enough of those no's, there's going to be a yes thrown in there. And it doesn't take a whole lot of yeses to make you rich. You know, it
okay,
just takes being persistent and consistent. What you're looking for is people that'll duplicate and do what you'll do. And
okay,
so they learn to do that just by simply watching you do what you do. So the work you're doing right there, and getting names on that on for the for I assume for a particular politician or whatever, that's absolutely fantastic training. You couldn't get any better because if you'll just take that and turn around and apply it to your opportunity, then you'll find out that you'll be able to find people and you'll get them. I'll be honest with you. If you can expose your opportunity to 10 people a week, you'll sponsor one of those 10. And believe me, if you sponsor one person a week, you'll you'll be up at the 5-star rank in no time at all.
okay.
And I don't know if Don shared with you what kind of money you can make, but at the 5-star rank you can make a lot of money. You better get you a big wheelbarrow.
So okay, so what I'm asking is the people that I want to approach, are they people that already have a business? Because I understand that the program you put your opportunity into the autoresponder and it sends out,
Mm,
um,
yeah,
sends
it
out.
will. You know what you're asking me, and I am so glad that you asked that question because that's really good to bring out, and it's bring out for everybody to be exposed to again. What type of people need Stifle? Type of people you got several types of people. You got people that are already in business. They already have an opportunity that they're trying to market, but in order to market online, they need tools to do that with. They need the autoresponders. They need capture pages. They need the videos, the training, uh, everything that we have, the database and stuff. All of this Stifle already has, all in part of that package that you're talking about getting. And Stifle has the tools necessary to market any business. I don't care if it's if networking business or if online business or if it can even be an offline business, brick and mortar. You know, brick and mortar businesses, they like to advertise on the internet. Stifle has the tools for them to do it, and that's what one of the things that you're offering. That's the product that you're offering. You're offering a package, a tool package, and it's actually worth about $3,500 to $5,000, depending on how you'd go about buying them individually, the tools individually. But it's a fantastic package, and you're offering it to people for 35 cents a day. you're offering somebody a $5,000 tool package, and all it's going to cost them is 35 cents a day. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. But the package, the information, the product they're getting is not cheap. So that's one type of person that you're looking for is people that are already in business. They can't. You hear somebody talking about their opportunity and stuff. It's real simple to say, well, how do you market your opportunity? How do you go about talking to people about it? How do you go about finding people to look at your opportunity? And one of the most common things they say is what you just said, and that is they use an autoresponder because people like autoresponders, and there's a good reason because autoresponders work. They do work. They won't do all the work for you, not by any means, but they will work. They'll work and help and get you that contact, that get that person interested. And they'll say, "Well, I use an autoresponder. How much are you paying for this autoresponder?" And they say, "Well, I'm paying about $19 a month, $20 a month, something like that." And you say, "That's $240 a year, isn't it?" And they say, "Well, I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, I guess it is." And you say, "Well, you know, if I could save you, if I could save you $120 or $100 or whatever, if I could save you $100 a year on your autoresponder, would you be interested?" Yeah, I haven't run across anybody that's not interested in saving money. Uh, so yeah, they're interested. And you say, "Well, look, I want you to take a look at Stiforp. Stiforp, among the tools that we have, they have 5 autoresponders, and they're fully customizable. You can write whatever messages you want. They do have some generic messages that if you're not if you're not feel confident in writing your own message, they got some there that are generic that'll work with almost any business. But you can write your own messages and a series of messages like that. And Stiforp has, I don't know, umpteen, 13, 19, something like that, different capture pages and that will capture people's information. You can use it. You can advertise the capture page, and it has a little short form asking people to put their name and their phone number on there. And when they do that, it sticks them in a database and then turns the autoresponder on and starts sending them out your messages and dripping on them for however long you got the messages set for. So, you know, it's just a it's just a fantastic tool, and you can save people money. So that's the other next person you're looking for, people that want to market their product. They want to market their service or their opportunity, but they want to save money in doing it. They're paying a whole lot more money than they need to. And the third person, the third type of person that you're looking for that you can market your Stifle to, and that's the person that wants to make a little extra money. Person that wants to make, well, with Stiforp, it's not a little extra money because you can actually make a full-time living with Stiforp. You can make a lot of money if you're willing to put forth the effort and do the work. And you sound like someone that's willing to do the work. You're already out there doing the work for gathering names and stuff like that for what you're doing. Uh, if you're willing to put forth that effort, like I said, if you'll approach 10 people a week, if you'll expose your opportunity to 10 people a week, you know, you'll be rich. It's just that simple. But you know, that's the third person you're looking for. Somebody that's looking to make money because I as I told you a while ago, I've been in this business for 40 years now, and there's just not many that opportunities, not many programs and plans that I haven't seen. Uh, there's quite a few of them I've been involved in. I've made some money. I've lost some money. Uh, you know, uh, it's but Stiforp absolutely, bar none, has the best compensation plan there is. There is not another compensation plan that is better. There's some good ones. There's some real good ones out there. But and there are probably hundreds of programs out there that have good compensation plan, but there is not one that I have found that is as good as Stiforp's compensation plan. And Stiforp is real good about paying on time. They stick the money in the bank every week. As Don likes to get on and tell everybody that Wednesdays is hump day. Well, Wednesday's hump day because we're halfway through the week, but Wednesday's day the eagle flies too, and every Wednesday is payday. And if you're out there doing the work, you can get a paycheck every Wednesday plus a big one on at the end of the month. And that one at the end of the month residual. You don't have to do the work over and over again for that. You do the work and you earn that money, and then it's residual. You get paid on it every month. Just like clockwork. So that's the third person you're looking for. Somebody that wants to make some money. Somebody that needs to earn that money. Somebody that's looking for some financial freedom. Want to get away from that 9 to 5 drudgery. Get away from that that boss is standing them over telling them what to do every minute. Somebody that wants to be free financially. And so if you put those three types of people together, I don't think there's very many people you're gonna walk out there and find to talk to that don't fit in that category somewhere. Uh, Don, am I right or wrong?
No, you're right, Mike. That pretty much covers everybody. Everybody's got a need of some kind.
That
Okay.
that Don just hit the nail right square on the head. That's all you have to do is get to know people, make friends, just meet people, just like you're doing already, and learn what their need is. Just like the first person I'm talking about, they got a product, they got an opportunity, they want to market, but they have a need. They're using an autoresponder, but they have a need to save money, and you can show them how to save that money. You know, there's the person, and Stifop is not competing with anybody out there. We're not competing with any other opportunity, any other business. What we're doing is offering an opportunity for them to make their business successful. We're offering them the tools to use to make their business successful. So, like I said, we're not competing with anybody. So, when you find someone and you find out what their need is, Stifop has a way to fill it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know that I am that person right now that needs, to make changes in my life. I am, like what I'm doing right now, I have to tell myself every day, this is just temporary. This is getting me to where I really want to go. Because like I said, I need to make this extra money so that I can pay for the program, not this week, but next week. So, when I do this, I have, I'm telling myself, this will help me to get to where I need to go, help me to get started, because that's my only thing right now is the finances to get me going. And then once I get that going, then I'll be fine, like I said, because that's the only thing stopping me. I mean, yeah, it is right now. It's my financial situation, so that's why I'm doing this. And I knew I had to go out and do something I had to get a hustle, to do this, because right now I'm living off my Social Security. And it's really getting to a point where I am so sick of this, of having an income once a month and then have to survive off that income for the rest of the month. And once I get that check and I pay my bills out of it, I mean, I always pray, Lord, leave me a little bit, because leave me something left,
I
because
think we all
it's all
understand that
gone.
prayer.
It's all gone, and I'm tired of going to food pantries and to get my food and stuff like that. I just feel so humiliated sometimes when I have to do this. But And a lot of the food is I don't eat a lot of it, so because I'm trying to eat healthy, and so it's just it's just it's not that it's humiliating. I just feel like that I don't want to do that, and I prayed and asked God I don't want to have to depend on food pantries for my food, that kind of stuff. So I just there's a couple of them that I go to, but I could go to a lot more, but I'm not like some people I know to go to every one around the town. So, but I'm just saying I just go get what I need and that's it. So, but anyway, I just want to get ideas and stuff because I want to be able to do some things financially. Give my mother some money back and
Well, just
help my daughter out. So it's just I have some whys. I have some serious whys. I want to do this.
that's good.
Uh,
As long as you know the whys, as long as you know what they are, and you know what you're working for, you've got a goal. You've got a goal to reach it, and you will reach it. One thing that I'm gonna tell you, and I tell everybody that comes in on these calls, everybody that comes into our group new, I tell them all the same thing. The road to success has one key, and that is be engaged. Get engaged with the team. We are a team. We are here to help everybody succeed and be and stay engaged with the team. How do you stay engaged? The number one way to stay engaged is to come to these calls. We have these calls twice a week. If you don't have a question, you figure, well, I don't have anything to add to the call tonight. Come anyway, because somebody may say something that might just be what you needed to hear. Or, on the other hand, you might just say something that's what somebody else needed to hear. You've brought out some really good points tonight that everybody on the team needs to hear from time to time. And we all start at one point, and we all working towards our end goal, what we call success. Now, no two of us have the same definition of success. No two people have the same definition of success, but we're all working for success, and we're pulling together to help each other succeed. Uh, so that's my number one advice is to get engaged and get engaged with the team. Come to the calls. Other things you can do is, we have the Skype chat room. I know you know about the Skype chat room already now, and you know, participate in that chat room. If you don't do nothing but just read what everybody else is saying, that's fine. But when you feel like you've got something to add, something to say, by all means, you're welcome to come in there and put it in. Tell people, if you got questions, ask them. If somebody else is on there and ask a question, and you say, "I know that answer," tell them. Share with them. Share with them from your experiences. Be part of the team. Engage in the team.
okay,
And if you do that, you will succeed. You will succeed.
okay,
It's the people that come in and then don't get engaged that they're in for a little while and then they drift away and they say, "Oh, that thing didn't work anyway." Uh, well, it didn't work. Nothing works. You have to do the work. I'll promise you. I won't tell you you're not going to have to do work because that's what it's all about. And the people that come in and get engaged succeed. I'm preaching to everybody tonight. I promised y'all I wouldn't preach, but I do from time to time. If y'all just when I get carried away, jump in and interrupt me and tell me to shut up, and somebody else say something.
I want to say that I love hearing you talk. I love your accent.
All right, I'm from the deep south. I've been down here all my life. So
Yeah, I was born in
I
Mississippi.
was born in Mississippi too. I was born in Yazoo City, Mississippi. In fact.
Yes.
I was born in Forest, but I wasn't raised there, so I don't have that southern accent. I was raised in Illinois, but that's where I'm from.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. It's good to have somebody else from Mississippi, even if you weren't there very long.
Okay. Thank you. I've taken some notes from what you said. So
Well, that's great. That's absolutely great. Sandy, have you got anything
Yeah.
going on this week tonight and we need to talk about?
I I've been playing around with my landing sites and the personalized site, and I don't know. The mom site, I just don't like the video that goes with that. So I got Melissa working on a slideshow for YouTube.
Yeah.
So I may need help with that to figure out how to, like get the contact information. I guess that would be on the I guess that would be on the mom landing page. So wouldn't the contact information come from that form that's on there?
That form on there? Yeah. Uh, I don't.
I don't like the way you land on a landing page, you fill out a form, and it takes you to another video to fill out another form. That's bugging me. So
Well,
I'm trying to think of a way around that. I mean, I think
you
people should
can.
be able to get onto the site and see what it's all about.
You can have the mom landing page. You can have it take them straight when they fill out the form. It can take them straight to where you want them to go. You don't have to go through another video. You do not have to go through another video unless you want to. You know,
Yeah, I would like them to be able to go like straight into Skyforp
you can do that.
to see
You can do that.
the site.
You can do that, and I don't know if I can do that here or not. Let me see. I don't know if anybody's logged into the screen sharing or not, but
I'm not. I just finished a PR about the team. Just as you were talking, I was getting it sent. So, I sent the link to Skype, but it pretty much is talking about everything you said. So
okay,
I just thought you'd like to see that,
I would.
but
Um,
I didn't get it onto screen share yet.
Alrighty. Well, without
But I can do
being on
that.
screen share, I can tell you, you go to your when you go to my tools and you click on tools to take you to your business to any level.
Yeah.
Uh, and scroll down to the when you scroll down to the landing page, not the personalized landing page, but just the landing page. You got 3 landing pages there. Um, when you click edit, the very top blank is where you want people to go when they filled out the form. So you put in a
Get on
URL
there.
there. If you want them to go to stifforp.com, then just put in samblomstrom.stifforp.com. Be sure to put the HTTP in front of it. You know, and then the rest of the blanks there you don't have to use. Um, what you want to do is you want a capture page. So the second one, put in a capture page there. Okay, that's the capture page that they're gonna go to when they. That's the first thing they're gonna see is that capture page. Uh, and then the actor and the video, you don't have to put those in. You can leave those blank. If you leave those blank, what happens is they'll when they go to well, the one I'm looking at is My Opportunity Plus. When they go to My Opportunity Plus, they click on that link. It takes them straight directly to the capture page. When they fill and that capture page, it doesn't even have well, some of them have a video on them, but some do, some don't. But you can have what will happen if you've left those last 2 blank. Um, it'll it'll go straight to the capture page. They'll fill the form in, and when they fill the form in, it'll take them right straight to stifforp.com. In other words, this this My Opportunity
Okay.
Plus page, when you set it up, it's not really it's not really a page that anybody's ever going to see. What it is a control page, and you can either if you put a video, if you click in to use one of the videos, when they fill the form out, they'll go to the video, and then at the end of the video it'll take them to the stifforp.com. But if you don't put a video, if you leave that bar blank, it'll it'll just take them right straight to stifforp.com when they fill the form out. Now, you don't have to use the actor. I recommend that you do use the actor, and if you're going to use the mom page, you probably want to use actor number one, which
Yeah,
is the lady.
I just realized it, and I did do that, yeah. And I put, now that top web address is the samblundstrom.skyforce.com.
Right,
Is that what you're talking
right.
about? Okay.
And be sure and
And then
put the
take,
HTTP in front of it too.
okay. And take out this buckle up movie. I'll leave it for now, and then when Melissa gets that slideshow, I'll send that to you and see what you think, and then I'll put it in.
Okay. Well, you won't on this particular. You won't be able to use your slideshow on this one. The only ones you got the first two, which are personalized. When you can
I'll
use your
take that out.
slideshow on that one, but on this one, I would quite honestly, I'd
Okay.
take the buckle up out. I would take the buckle up out. I just leave that blank. Because what would happen
Well,
then if they'll they'll go to your mom capture page, and they'll fill the form out on the mom capture page, and it takes them right directly straight to Stiforp. Now, what happens in the background that they don't see and they won't know is they also getting added to the database and put in the autoresponder, and the autoresponder will start dripping on them, with whatever message you have, whatever message set you have in the auto, chosen in the autoresponder. Um, but by not putting that buckle up movie, they don't have to see that buckle up movie. Now, if you want them to see it, that's fine. Put it in there. But I have found personally, my personal preference is not to use those movies on this particular capture
outside
page.
here, yeah.
That way, the
Okay.
only thing they see is the mom capture page. They fill the form in and they go straight to Stiforp.
Now, where does it take them in Skyforce?
Where does it take them to Stiforp? It takes them to your Stiforp.com. If you go there, that's the one with the three different areas. They can either put in their email address, or they can uh, they can log in if they have a login, or down at the bottom they can put in your user ID. What will happen is they'll wind up putting their email address in at the top, which is okay.
And the email address is recognized because they went to the mom page and put it there.
No,
Oh, so any email address.
the only way their email address is going to be recognized is because you've put them in as tell a friend, place a friend. Okay, if you put them in at place a friend, then they can go straight in and fill the email address in on stiforp.com, and it takes them in as a pre-enrollee. Now, if they have not done that, you need to give them your username. Uh,
Well, now, how am I going to do that from that mom site?
in your okay, somehow or another, you're and I don't know how you're approaching it, but you're sending them to the mom site, okay? And however you happen to be sending them to the mom site, you need to tell them what your username is also.
Okay,
In your
I'll
in your
figure
in
that
your
out.
in your in your short advertising there, your text ad or whatever you're using, tell them what your username is there, so that
Okay,
when they fill the form out, then they come to stiforp.com. They know what your username is. They can fill that in at the bottom blank. Um, I'm gonna give you a different route to go. Instead of using
okay.
stiforp.com, use sandblundstrom.stiforp.info.
Hold on.
That
And that's me.
that's your username. .stiforp.info.
Okay, now that's taking them to this page, but doesn't take them inside.
Okay, now there's a reason that I like this page better than I like Stifort.com. Uh, One thing, it's got the uh, testimonials and stuff on it. They got to click on it, but it's got testimonials. It's got information about the products, information about the company, and they've got a little green button there that says "Order Now,"
Yeah.
and they click there, and it takes them in where they can fill in their username. I mean, they can assign themselves a username, but they can fill in their personal info and stuff like that. Uh, I don't know.
Okay.
I just like sending people to that to that page instead, because I don't have to worry about giving them my username and stuff like that. Uh, the other thing, if you are personally sending someone to your mom capture page, and you have contact somebody you've talked to on IBO, or somebody you've talked to on Facebook or something like that, you
Yeah.
know, take and place them in place of friend, and then tell them that you are reserving them a free tour. This works really, really well. Tell them you're reserve them a free tour, uh,
Okay.
so that they can go and take a first-hand look and see what it's about, and then put them in place of friend. Go to your Stifort back office and put them in place of friend, and then when you do that, send them to Stifort.com. And quite honestly, you don't even have to add your username in there. Then all you got to do is just send them straight to Stifort.com. Okay. So what happens is, if you're using that approach, you put them in place of friend, and then you send them to your mom capture page. They put in it's good to do that, because when they fill out that form, they get into the autoresponder as well. But you send them to your mom capture page, and have your mom capture page sending them to Stifort.com. Okay, so when they get there, their email address will be recognized then, and they fill their email address in, and they're into the pre-enrollee back office, and they can see all the information they want, and there's still a nice green button there for them to join. Did I make sense, or did I confuse you?
No, but you're telling me to leave the Skyfork.com in the mom page and take out the video, correct?
Yeah, leave Stifort.com in your mom page. But if you're gonna, like I said, if you're going, and it works a whole lot better if you're personally sending someone, to that mom page, not just depending on safe list or some kind of blanket advertising. That kind of advertising winds up in the trash can most of the time anyway. If you've talked to someone personally, either on Facebook or face to face, on the phone, on IBO, Twitter, anywhere you've talked to them, you've got their email address and name and email address from them. Uh, and what you do is tell them that you are reserving them a place, a free tour. That you are reserving them a place on a free tour, uh, and tell them they just need to go. Send them to your mom capture page, um, and tell them just fill in the short form there, and it'll take them to a page where they can put the email address in, and take the tour. And it's absolutely free. They can get all the information they want. They can get a look at it from the inside out, and that that works better. You'll have about a 10,000% better chance of sponsoring someone if you've talked to them and you send them to your mom capture page, and you place them in
What
place
do
of
you mean?
friend.
What do you mean, mom capture page? That's what you're sounding like.
Mom, MOM capture page. One of the if you go over to your capture pages, and
Yeah.
look at the different capture pages you have.
Yeah.
One of them, I'm trying to look and see if I could. Well, it's not there. I got to get over to where it's
Do
at.
they actually say that on them?
Yeah,
Like, cause I'm not in it right now, so.
yeah, it actually says that if you go to when you're
High up
when
and
you're filling
low.
out your landing pages, your landing page setup, it you have view lead capture pages where it the second blank is you're filling in a capture page, and it says view lead capture pages in red there. If you click on that, you can see all the different capture pages we have, and there's different one of them. One of them says attention all moms, and it's got a lady with a couple little babies there, little kids in there, and a
Oh,
baby.
okay. Yeah.
You're probably familiar with what I'm talking about now.
I know what you're talking about now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the mom capture page. That's where in filling out this landing page, uh, not it's not one of the personalized landing page, but just the landing page setup. Once you go to landing page setup, you have three different landing pages, and when you click on edit, uh, it's got some blanks for you to fill out. First blank is the blank telling you where you want the people to be ultimately directed to. In this case, Stifforp.com. http://stifforp.com. The second blank, and it's not a drop down area. You can go down and choose. You can choose. Uh, One of them is mom capture page. You just and Sandy's been looking at. Let your cat out of the bag a little bit, Sandy. Sandy's been looking at approaching stay-at-home moms. I guess stay-at-home dads would probably fit in that category too, wouldn't they? But she's looking at
Yeah.
parents that want to stay at home with their kids, and so that they can raise their kids and not have some absentee person raising their kids. And in order to do that, they need a source of income, and so she's looking at approaching these people. And there are a lot of people, a lot of women out there, especially that would rather stay at home rather than having to go down to the office and work every day. They'd rather stay at home with their children and be the one that's doing the raising. So she's looking at approaching those type of people and using the mom capture page, as the interface. And what we're talking about is by filling out the one I'm looking at in particular is my Opportunity Plus, but you could use any one of the three. Uh, Landing pages, but fill the landing page out in such a way that when people go to when she's directed them to the mom capture page, there's the little form on there. They fill the form out and click submit. When they do, it'll take them right straight to Stifforp.com, right directly to Stifforp.com. In the background, they don't see it happening. They don't know it's happening, but in the background, they're also getting added to the database, your business contact database, and they get put in the autoresponder system, whichever autoresponder system that corresponds with the landing page that you've set up, and whatever message set that you've chosen for that, they'll start getting that message set, which you can drip on them and you can actually write your message set if you want to, and you can write it targeting, you know, you know, stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home parents or people that would just want to be home to raise their kids rather than sending kids off to nursery school or whatever. And so it's a I think it's an absolutely fantastic idea if it's approached and exploited there. That sounds like a horrible word, exploited, but that's what you want to do is you want to exploit this opportunity. And what we're talking about now is rather than having them go to the landing page or go to the capture page, fill out the form, and getting directed to a flash movie, and then the flash movie directing them over to. We're talking about cutting the flash movie out altogether there, because I mean, if you want the flash movie, if you like it and you want to, but that's an extra 3 to 5 minutes, depending on which flash movie you choose. That's an extra 3 to 5 minutes before they actually get where you really want them to go. And where you really want them to go is stifforp.com. But what I'm saying is, if you know, rather than just using, I'm not telling you don't use Safe List or something like that, and just blasting out emails. Uh, in all honesty, blasting out emails just really doesn't work very well. I know the Safe List wants you to think it works because they want to keep selling memberships, but it really doesn't. But you know, rather than doing that, if you contact these people one on one, and if you want to know how to find people, we've got a series of videos in the back, in your back office under training, that tells you how to prospect for free and how you find these people, and then you contact these people one on one, and you just simply, you know, first, the best thing in the world to do is introduce yourself. Try to make a friend of some kind, and then tell the people. Try to find out what people are doing and what their need is. Everybody has a need, just like we was talking about a while ago. And when you find out what their need is, then you say, look, I've got something that you might want to look at that I think will fill that need just right and save you some money in the process. Um, why don't you, I tell you what, I'm going to reserve you a free place on the tour so you can go take a look at it from the inside out and you can make your own mind up. Uh, and this is where I want you to go, and send them to your mom capture page. Uh, but before you, as you're doing all that, what you want to do is add their email and their name and email address into place of friend. Place of friend, what that does is that locks them into you for one thing. Don't matter how they get to stifle.com after that, they're locked into you. And also, it it just makes it real simple for them to get there. They're actually logged in as a pre. Once you put them in place of friend, they're logged in as a pre-enrollee, sleeping. They're not logged in as an active pre-enrollee. And what that means is that Stifforp's not going to be sending them any emails or information or anything until they become active. And the way they become active is by going to stifforp.com and putting their email address in the top blank, and taking a look at the pre-enrollee back office. They can look at the videos there. They can look at all the information, the genealogy stuff. They can see how many people are being pre-enrolling, and just all kind of things there. They can learn about Stifle. They can make their own mind up, and when they do, then they can click on the green button that says join. And at that point, you got to go to work, because at that point you got to start training them on how to duplicate what you've just done. And believe me, if you know, it's just like I was telling Corinne, you don't need a whole lot of people. You just need a couple that will duplicate you. If you find two people that will duplicate you, you're on your way to the top. Uh, and just once you find them, work with them, and keep teaching them what you've done, teaching them what you know, and one of the best ways to do that is tie them back into the team, tie them back into the system, engage the team, show them how to get engaged in the team. Uh, Alrighty, I'm running off my mouth. We've run over an hour here. Does anybody else have anything else you want to add tonight? Any other questions or anything you?
This is yeah.
Okay.
This Corinne, I have a question.
Sure.
How many different opportunities or companies can you put in the system? Like you got Cypher. I mean, can you put another business in the system,
Mm-hmm.
or how many can you put in the system?
You can promote as many as you want.
Okay. All right. Another question. Let's say,
Let me go back to that just 1 second before we move off the other one. Don't forget your other question. But you can promote as many businesses as you want, and I quite frequently, I mean, quite frankly, I endorse multiple streams of income. That means multiple opportunities. But I have a qualifier there. I concentrate. I focus on Stifle. I focus on the
okay.
winning team. The winning team, of course, is not a business. It's not an opportunity. It's just a support organization to help you. But I focus on my focus is on Stifle. I am involved in
Okay.
several different other marketing businesses. And I believe in having my eggs in more than one basket. But I focus on Stifle because Stifle enables me to help them build any other business they want. And any other business they
Okay.
happen to be in, I can help them with Stifle. Now, you have another question.
If you have a different lead capture page than what's on the system, can you enter that?
Yeah, I tell you what. One thing I don't think you're gonna get one any much better than the ones we have in the system. Uh, but I'm not saying you can't. That you don't have one better. But the one thing you got to understand is these well the capture pages that we have, they automatic when people fill that form out, it besides taking them to where you want them to go, it also adds them to your database, to your business contact database, and it adds them to your autoresponder. And you've got 5 different autoresponders, one for each one of the lead lead capture pages. You know, and you can customize those autoresponders for just about anything you want. I mean, you can and you that you can write your own messages. You can make as many messages up to, well, there is a limit. I think it's like a limit of 20 or something like that per autoresponder messages per message set, and you can have as many message sets as you want. Uh, it's just you know there's just any number of reasons that I can think of for using the Stifle capture pages. But now, yeah, if you got other capture pages, you want to use a capture page and have that send them directly to Stifle. That's okay. You can still do the same thing. You can put the people in place of friend, and then send them to your capture page that you might have, and then have that capture page direct them, straight to stifleup.com, where they'll get there. They put in the email, and it'll all work just the same. The only thing won't happen is they won't go into the autoresponder. And the only
Okay.
way you can get them into autoresponder is go through the Stifle capture pages, and if you'll look through, we got a lot of them. We got a lot, and actually we got them in just about any language you can think of that you might want to use. So
No, it's not. It's not the language or anything like that. It's just that one company that I'm affiliated with, they design capture pages for that particular product and that particular company, and they send them to me. I get emails with different capture pages,
hmm
and and that's why I was asked, could I put that capture page to someone into this system and have it work for me that way.
yeah, well, like I said, you absolutely can use the capture page, but and you can use the capture page to direct them, just like I said, to stifleup.com. And if you've placed them in place of friend, and if you don't know how to do that, we'll discuss that on next week's call or Thursday's call. We'll explain exactly how to do that again. But if you put them in place of friend, and then you can use any capture page you have to send them to stifleup.com, and it'll work. It'll all work. The
Okay.
only thing you're missing there is they're not going into your database. You have a database with Stiforp. It's my business contacts under my tools, and there you also have the 5 different autoresponders, and they'll automatically be going into autoresponder if you're using Stiforp capture page. But if you're using a different one, they won't go into that autoresponder. So you know,
Okay.
if you got another autoresponder, there's several good ones out there. Um, if you got another autoresponder and you want to send them to that, then that's fine. But my question comes is, why spend the extra money for another autoresponder when you've got five of highly customizable, autoresponders? They're just about the best I've seen that work great. And so, that's I don't know. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, because that's the reason. Basically, I mean, I do want to support or what I want to say, support Stiford or what I want to say, present it to people, Stiford to people. But there's another organization, like I said, you're in multiple businesses too, and
Mm-hmm.
there's another business that I want to also, put out there,
Yeah,
and that's why the reason why I was interested in Stiford because I was able to do that,
absolutely. And you can
and
use Stifle to actually promote your other businesses. That's when I said use the mom. One thing you could do, you could use the mom capture page. It's generic now. Now it doesn't say Stifle on it. It's generic. And you could use, and I'm just using the mom capture page for an example. We got any number of capture pages, but you
right,
use that one, and you've directed people to there, and when they fill the form out, they're going into your autoresponder, your Stiforp autoresponder. But you can have instead of directing them to Stiforp, you can have them directed to the other business you're talking about. That's it works just as well. That's the
okay,
beauty of Stiforp is made to be able to use to promote any business, and by sending them to the you're sending them to the Stiforp autoresponder, but that autoresponder doesn't have to send out a series of Stiforp messages. You can write your own message series and put in there, and we can talk about that on another call too. How you do that if you need that and to have that information. That glad to help you there too. But you can write your
okay,
own message set, and about any business that you want or anything that you want. The autoresponder to
okay,
send them. So yeah, absolutely, you could use your other capture pages, and but if you work it just right, then it'll work.
okay, okay. That's it for me
Okay. Uh,
for tonight.
for tonight. Well, any other questions you got, write them down through the week and bug Don about them. If Don can't answer them, you bring them back here to the. In fact, I like you to bring them to the calls because not only do we answer it for you, but we answer the question other people might have needed that answer too as well. Uh, Marnie, before we close out, do you have anything else you need to add to the call?
Sorry, Mike, I logged out because the cat was howling. No,
Okay. All right.
thank
I
you.
just want to make sure you had an opportunity as well. Uh, David, down in Florida, have you got anything you
Yeah.
need to add to the call before we close out?
Uh,
You always got something.
well, I got something, but this is not the time to bring it up.
All righty. Well, you know how to get a hold of me if you need me. You know how to get a hold of
Yeah,
Linworth. And you know where we'll be next Thursday night at 8 o'clock.
yeah. I got to talk to you privately about something.
Okay, we can do that.
Now's not the time. Now's not the time to mention.
Okay. All righty. Well, you know how to contact me, so we'll be glad to do that. Uh, anybody I
Okay.
missed? Anybody else have anything? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and close the call out. We will be back again here next Thursday night, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. And I look forward to hearing everybody then. With that, I'll say good night.
Okay.
Good
Good
night.
Thank you.
everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Mike.